Ugh.
A rough day?
You have no idea. Just a blah day. And I'm kind of disappointed in myself.
What happened?
Well, there's a new girl named Olive who started at school today. My friends and I noticed that she's kind of awkward and doesn't have the best clothes. We felt sorry for her because no one wanted to hang out with her.
Olive? No thanks. I already ate. Get it?
Ugh, Leo, can't I just tell you what happened without you chiming in with one of your corny jokes?
Corny. There's a lot I could do with that one. It's almost too easy. But fine, sorry. I'm all ears.
Anyway, then I overheard Karen saying that Olive is super lame and how hanging out with Olive would hurt her reputation. I even saw Karen and her friends telling Olive she couldn't sit with them at lunch.
Girls, man. I don't think I'll ever get it.
I know. The drama can get pretty ridiculous. I've just been feeling guilty all day. Why couldn't I have just asked Olive to sit with us?
You're asking me?
No way. So I'm definitely going to need some help navigating this. Who can we visit who knows a lot about showing kindness and taking action?
Tons of people. Grab your phone. Let's go.
Here you go, my child.
Thank you, Mother Teresa.
Goodness gracious, more children. You will always be welcomed with open arms. Now, who might you be?
Hi there. My name is Leo, and this is my sister Layla. We've traveled here from the future to learn more about helping others.
Well then, you've come to the right place. My name is Mother Teresa, and you've arrived at Nirmala Shishu Bhavan, a special home we've opened to care for abandoned children.
Oh my goodness, Mother Teresa? It is such an honor to meet you. Our mother's a huge fan of yours.
Why, thank you, dear child. I still find it odd when people recognize me, since it was never my intention to become well known. But I am thankful that my causes are getting attention, since I know that I alone cannot change the world, but I can help to bring about change.
Are you hungry? Would you like some of my bread?
No thanks, little buddy. That loaf's all for you. I can't believe he was willing to share his bread with me when he doesn't even have that much to give. What a special kid.
Ah, yes, I am blessed to work with these children, who are the purest gifts from God. It is my wish to teach them that it is not how much we do, but how much love we put into the things we do.
That's really beautiful. Our mom always says it's the thought that counts.
Your mother reminds me a lot of mine. Growing up in Skopje, Macedonia, my family and I were devoutly Catholic. We attended Mass, we prayed together every night, and I sang in the church choir. When my father passed away, my mother was then responsible for taking care of me, my brother, and my sister, all by herself. She will always be my role model in many ways.
I'm so sorry to hear about your father. I can't even imagine what your family went through.
It was a difficult time for us, but that's when we trusted in God even more. Though we had fallen on hard times, my mother never stopped helping others. She would often open our homes to those in need.
Was it weird for you to have other people just showing up at your house?
As a young girl, I would sit down for dinner, and there would be guests at the table. I didn't know who they were, but oftentimes they were not dressed in the finest clothes. My mother would tell me that they were distant relatives or friends, but when I got older, she explained that they were people in need.
Wow, your mother sounds like a beyond charitable woman. No matter what the people looked like, she didn't judge them and she showed them a ton of kindness. I wish I would have done that with Olive.
Aw, Layla, don't be so hard on yourself. See, Layla judged a new girl at school, and she's been beating herself up about it.
It can be easy to judge others, but if you judge people, you do not have enough time to love them.
And that's exactly what Olive needed. Someone to make her feel welcomed, especially on her first day at a new school.
Sometimes all it takes is a smile. Something that seems small to you can mean the world to someone in need. So, let us always meet each other with a smile, for the smile is the beginning of love, and that is what my mother always did. Her small acts of kindness are what started me down the path I'm still on today.
Was she the one who wanted you to become a nun?
Actually, no. That idea came straight from God.
Straight from God?
Yes, I felt His presence and was filled with a deep sense of purpose to help others when I was 12 years old. At 18 and 19, I traveled to Ireland and India to study to become a nun. It was in Ireland where I changed my name to Sister Teresa. My first assignment was to be a teacher at St. Mary's High School for Girls in Calcutta.
You mean your real name isn't Teresa? Why did you change it?
I was born Agnes Gonja PragerU. But when you enter the religious life, oftentimes you can choose a new name to symbolize the beginning of your new life with God. I chose to name myself after Saint Teresa of Lisieux because I wanted to follow in her footsteps and live a life dedicated to God.
But why do people call you Mother Teresa?
I took the title of mother when I made my final vows or promises to remain humble and obedient to God. It always brought me great joy to hear my students call me mother, and I ended up teaching for many years. Eventually, I became the school's principal.
I'll bet that was really fulfilling for you.
It was, but there was still something missing in my life. While in India, my heart broke at the amount of poverty I saw on the streets. It was then in 1946 that I experienced my call within a call. Christ spoke to me and told me to leave teaching to work in the poorest areas of Calcutta to help the unwanted, the unloved, and the uncared for.
Wow, going from teaching to serving the poor, that must have been a very different experience.
It was indeed, but being amongst the poor is where I was meant to be, and I immediately wanted to be one with the people. I knew I wouldn't quite fit in with my traditional black and white habit, the clothing you may have seen some sisters wear. So I began wearing a blue and white sari, this traditional Indian dress.
I love that. Such an easy way to show friendship and unity. I forget that helping others doesn't always have to be something major.
That's right. You can always start small and grow from there. Like when I didn't have a building to teach in. I started an outdoor school for children. We then opened a special home for the dying so they could live out their final moments knowing that someone cared for them, followed by the orphanage we are in right now.
Aw, you really care for all kinds of people, just like a mother does. I think your name fits you perfectly.
Thank you, my child. I feel it is my responsibility to care for all of God's children. Because of that, I went on to start my own religious group called the Missionaries of Charity. Our goal is to one day help those in need all around the world. We have even begun working with people who have leprosy.
What's that?
It's a highly contagious skin condition. Most people are afraid to be around lepers. But what people often forget is that they are still children of God and deserve to be treated with love and respect.
That makes me think of Olive again. Nobody wanted to be around her. It was as if people were treating her like a leper, but rather than catching a sickness, they were more worried about looking cool.
My child, yesterday is gone. Tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today. So let us begin. Do not fret over what happened in the past. Just because you did not take action right away does not mean you cannot show her kindness upon your return.
That's true. And instead of just saying I'm going to be kind, I'll let my actions speak for me. After all, actions do speak louder than words.
Thank you, Mother Teresa, for showing us all the ways we can help others, both big and small.
Yes, Mother Teresa, thank you for reminding me that kindness can start with a smile.
Safe travels, my children. And remember to love one another and try to be the reason someone smiles today.
So, how did it go? Did you extend an olive branch? Get it? Because her name is...
Yeah, I get it, Leo. Very original. So it actually went really well. I followed Mother Teresa's advice and started off by just smiling at Olive in the hallway. Then my friends and I invited her to sit with us at lunch. It turns out we have a bunch in common. We both love soccer, drawing, and pineapple on pizza.
Ugh, gross. But does she like olives on her pizza?
Anyway, to top it all off, we were assigned a project where we have to make a presentation about a historical figure who made an impact around the world. Olive and I chose to work together, and of course, who do you think we ended up picking?
Mother Teresa?
Of course! During our research, we learned that Mother Teresa did accomplish the goal she set out to do. She opened Missionaries of Charity homes around the world and was honored with many awards, including the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979 for her work in bringing help to suffering humanity. She truly was a remarkable woman.
She was. And I'm happy she helped you fix your problem. Just keep me out of all of the girl drama. Get it? Man, I am on a roll today.
Oh, Leo.
If you'd like to time travel with Leo and Layla again, please visit PragerUkids.com and watch more of their adventures.